Welcome back, gang. Today we're reviewing the Alcudia Pins Resort, which is 2 East Blue Hotel. Initially the entrance is quite impressive, really light, modern, clean. The Alcudia Pins is a massive resort, family friendly resort set on the beach, really lovely gardens. They've got a very small but well equipped gym just off the entertainment centre. It does preach to be adult only, but at night just seems to be filled by kids. In addition to this, they've got a rooftop lounge which never seemed to be full. A particular hit for my kids was the football pitch, open 24/7. It was just off the main entertainment stage. It's also a small but well equipped park which is really good for the smaller kids. Periodically, Tui the robot was around the pool during the day and in the entertainment centre at night, which the kids absolutely loved. The Alcudia Pins has got a really small but again really well equipped and clean arcade, which is just off the main swimming pool. Beware, it is a bit pricey and you can spend a lot of time stuck in there where it's really hot and the air conditioning didn't seem too great. At night there's an open stage show where the entertainment team do a really good job keeping the kids entertained with quizzes, songs, dances and competitions. Really good fun. Alcudia Pins has 4 swimming pools, a very large central one where you're going to spend most of your time surrounded by sunbeds, but you've got to get there early, as well as an adult pool, smaller one for the splash pool for the kids, and a very small pool with a few slides for the really young kids. The pools are very clean and well maintained, however you really do need to get there early. It gets very busy during the day. Remember, this is a family resort. As part of the main pool, you've got a very large jacuzzi which is oddly cold. Just off that, you've got the small slide and dunking bucket for the smaller kids. There's also a large slide for the older kids and adults, which does get very busy after opening time around 9 o'clock. I mean, the main feature of Alcudia Pins Hotel is the beach. It's absolutely beautiful, only a very short walk from the main pool area. The water was crystal clear and warm, amazing wildlife there. The beach does get quite busy during the day and there is a charge for the sunbeds, just be aware of that. I'd recommend taking a really short stroll to the local pier with your snorkels and snorkeling around the pier. You see some amazing wildlife. There are lots of food options in Alcudia Pins, the main one being the restaurant as you approach the hotel, which offers breakfast and evening meals, buffet style. The food selection varies every night and I found it absolutely brilliant. The breakfast is brilliant as well, lots of options and freshly made omelettes to order. Again, this is a family hotel, it does get quite noisy and loud. Pick your times wisely, the earlier the better. We tended to stick to the children's area, which is a lot more quiet and it's got a small buffet for the kids. Lots of friendly choices for the kids and desserts, which the kids absolutely love. There is a small snack bar just off the main swimming pool area, which offers food, snacks during the day, burgers. I mean, it does get quite repetitive and not much in the way of options for kids. There are additional restaurants around the resort, such as the Garden Barbecue, which does offer a different choice. However, there are charges and you do have to book before going. The Green and Grill buffet is just off the beach and the main swimming pool area. I mean, I did find this very chaotic, very busy, and the food didn't taste as fresh as maybe some of the other places. Really, you have to pick your times with this one again. However, there are a number of restaurants that are around the hotel. A particular one I would recommend is Contango. Look for my review on this restaurant, which will be coming up soon. Again, this isn't included in the charge of the hotel, so bear that in mind, and it can get quite busy. There is a spa on site, however this is quite expensive. I would recommend going to the local supermarkets. There's lots of options and it's a hell of a lot cheaper. A particular favourite for my kids was the horse riding, which is just outside the hotel. Really good value for money at €8 a go on the horse. Kids loved it and wanted to go back every night. If you're feeling a bit brave or want to go into the local town, there are these buses that go around. I'm not quite sure the price, but I was told they're quite expensive. Coming to the rooms then, we hired a family suite which has consisted of a main lounge, 2 bedrooms, a kitchen and a bathroom. The bathroom was quite spacious and it was clean. However, for me it looked a bit dark. I don't know about you, but sometimes some of the European bathrooms do use darker tiles, which does make it look a bit darker. The bedrooms were clean, bright, a little bit cramped, I would say, for my liking. The kitchen was small, bright, but had everything you needed. Overall, the rooms were fine. However, there was a very strong smell of damp, which we did report. It improved a little bit, but didn't go away. There seemed to be damp around the ceilings as well. The paint was rushed and the walls were quite dirty. The aircon, again, is a really strong smell of damp. They did have a look at fixing it, which did make the smell a bit better, but it didn't go away. Okay, review time. Would I stay here again? No. The food was good. Beaches were amazing. The pools were okay. I just can't get over it. It was so busy. The rooms did smell really bad of mould, and although it did improve, it didn't go away. The detail in the room wasn't great. I've got to be honest, I don't think I'd stay here again. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, share and comment for more.